A sunny note with flowers, water lilies there, some clematis in the background, and the macaws. And a note on a grim film. At one point, horror, indeed horror. Really, I mean, it's in horror films where you get people dying and gruesome, in a gruesome manner. I'm thinking chainsaws. I don't. There's no chainsaw here, not that I remember. And by the way, saying not that I remember, I've seen 80% of it, I would say, this time. But I think I can have an overall picture because I've seen some other 60% last time, some 7 years ago. So maybe when it was launched. I can't remember exactly. I know I've seen this film without a full concentration on either occasion because it's not really my thing and it's not really worthwhile. From 1 to 10, I'll just give it a 6, really. And at one point, one of the characters, no spoilers, I would not say who, dies in a with an animal, a big animal trap, some sort. But bear comes to mind. I don't see any in a gruesome manner, and that's horror movie as far as I know. It's a remake of a much better version with Dustin Hoffman. Not that Dustin Hoffman is the perfect actor in the sense that yes, talent, The Graduate, Rain Man, and so much more. But his personality, well, I read some non-flattering things in a classic called, which I recommend strongly, Adventures in the Screen Trade by William uh, Goldman, winner of 2 Academy Awards, and says about work on Marathon Man, for instance. You read that. Or leave me a note and we'll talk more about it. But to try and return, this one has some good actors. James Woods, Alexander Skarsgard. I was wondering if he's the son of Peter, an actor I've seen last night in Ronin. Maybe Skarsgård is a common name in their country. Charlie Skarsgård is Charlie, the villain, and Coach James Woods is an obnoxious, despicable man, really, playing over the top. James Woods, Once Upon a Time in America, and other films. Yes, wonderful, but he's overreacting, overplaying. Is totally over the top, overboard for me. And we have David Sommer, the hero, married to Amy. And to begin with, he's innocent, shy, a decent man, polite, a coward. His wife Amy is accusing him because he's too taking too much abuse from these people where they move. And indeed, here is another exaggeration which is not likable in a film. They wanted to contrast, to show this, I don't know if redemption, but this transformation with Transformers movie that you have here, one of the first, from this guy who is in the forest lost with a gun. They shoot near him and he doesn't know a thing. He's from Hollywood and he's doing intellectual blue collar work. He has no idea how to cope with these rednecks, blue collar people who are not just that, but the violent, really aggressive Trump voter type. I'm just kidding here. But yes, I seriously believe there's a problem with the Trump voter. Well, that's my opinion. And so he is redeemed in a way because towards the end he becomes brave and unbeatable. He is the Superman, Iron Man. But that's yes, people under duress in difficult circumstances can show their worth, their stamina, what they're made of. But to me, it's pushed too much into his too um, shyness and he's too weak to begin with, only to show too much an unbelievable face when he is able to cope with not just one, but that's well, fiction. You have to go with that. You have to be wild. It's it's an effect they look for. But in this film, and for this viewer, it doesn't really work. I think it's exaggerated, and the result is, again, 6 out of 10, maybe less.